Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video regarding some new topics for Ielts, and this video is just to be a rocking video for you because it consists at least 75 cue cards topic for you, and if you go through this all the topic, then you will definitely score high in your Ielts test. So start with your first cue card. So this one is that talk about a female leader. So you can talk about a female leader which inspire you in your life, and where you met with her. Okay, so this one will be the first cue card for you. Second is describe a photograph or picture in your home. You can describe any painting in your home and any famous actors or actor painting in your home. You can describe like that. Third one is talk about a product or application based on artificial intelligence. Like you can talk about any application or a product which is based on a artificial intelligence, which is not a natural product, which is not a natural application. This one is like a artificial. Okay, next one is talk about a small business you would like to open. Okay, fourth one is talk about your small business. You can talk like you want to open a shop, you want to open a catering business, like that. Next one, fifth is describe a place where you want to read and write apart from your home. Like that place can be a cafe, like a cafe, I will not prefer that. It can be a park where you want to go and just spend some time for your read and write. Next one is talk about a person you think has interesting ideas and opinion. You can talk about a person whom have a good idea and opinion regarding some problems or some situations. Describe. Next one is seventh, describe an occasion when you get up early. It can be any occasion when you just have to wake up early for that occasion. And next one is eighth, talk about your time when was the first time you admired the sky. So it can be any time, like you admire the sky when there was a rain there was a raining, and you just look at the sky, and you just look after when rain stop, and you just get a rainbow in sky. So like this one. Okay, next one is 9, describe a newly built facilities such as cinema or garden that improves qualities in your city. So ninth is that cue card. So you can speak like a new cinema open in your city, and a garden like which improve your society mostly. Like it can be in positive way be, or it can be in negative way. Okay. Next one is describe a gift. 11th, describe a gift which you spent a long time to choose or make. It can be a birthday gift, it can be a marriage gift, it can be any type of occasion gift. Next one, 12th is talk about a film you would like to discuss with your friends, not with your friends. Okay, then there are a lot of cue cards, so I just go through speedily. Next one is describe a time when you first meet someone. Okay, next one is 14, talk about an advertisement that you remember. And 15 is describe your favorite food, talk about your hometown. And describe some good advice about choosing a job or a subject you hear from someone. And 17 is talk about a place where you feel crowded. Okay, like it can be any place, like a temple when you feel like there's a lot of crowded market. Next one, 18, a time when you move to a new house or a new school. Okay, you should have to describe this one. 19, talk about your positive change in your life when something happened which you not expected, and that happened and it changed your mind, and it become a positive change in your life. Next one, 20, talk about when you complained about something you had paid, like you for example a restaurant meal or a product in shop. So you can describe like you got a wrong product, destroy product, like you can complain for this type of problem. It can be a restaurant like, or it can be a product you bought from a shop. Okay, 21, describe a river, lake or beach that you know. So you can describe a river, like you can describe a canal also, and a lake like famous lake, like if I talk about some famous lake, it can be any type. Let me think. Okay, it can be Tiliar Lake, which is in Rohtak, Haryana. So okay, next one is 22. Describe an organization or a company where you live and it employs a lot of people. So you can describe an organization or a company which is nearby you and which is nearby your city and which give a lot of people opportunity to work there. 23. Talk about an appointment that was put ahead of a schedule. Okay, so you should have to talk about appointment that was not held on the time. So you can describe any type of appointment. It can be a doctor appointment, it can be business related, and it can be discuss question some from your teacher. Next one, 24. Describe a bicycle tour. So you can describe easily when you just go for a tour for bicycle, like that. 25. Talk about an occasion waiting for someone. Talk about an occasion you are waiting for someone. Okay, you are missing from that, so keep in mind. Next one is 26. Describe a kind of foreign food you tried. Okay, like you tried some Chinese food, Italian food, like this one. Okay, Punjabi food, and traditional food in any type of state. Okay, next one, 27. Talk about a kind of weather that you like. It can be a spring, it can be autumn, it can be a like winter, summer, and rainy weather, sorry, not weather. 28. Describe a part of your city that is changing. Okay, so you have to describe a part of city that is totally developing like or changing like. 29. Talk about your popular teacher that you know. Popular teacher can be a YouTube popular teacher, you know, and it can be a popular teacher in any type of coaching institute and like that. Okay, 30. Describe advice you received. You can describe any type of advice that you received. It can be a study related, it can be a future related advice. 31. Talk about a time when you borrowing something, like you have to borrow something that you want to and that you need, that you like you want to need and you want to buy that. Like, describe a new public building you want to visit. A public building and you want to visit, like it can be anything. It can be a like it can be a popular building also which is public. You can describe like. 33. Talk about an important conversation, like whom you conversation, with whom you conversation. Okay, like this one. Describe a day you remember well. You can describe a day you remember well. It can be occasion, it can be a birthday celebration, it can be a like you met someone very long time. 35. Talk about a day that would make you happy. So that day can be any type of day. Okay, next one is 36. Describe a time when you feel bored. You can describe a time when you feel bored, like you have no friends to talk and you have no like you watch every movie, every comedy show, and now you're feeling boring. So you can describe that type of day or time. 37. Talk about a time when you're getting up early. Okay, next one, 38. Describe a time when you gave the gift to someone. Okay, you give the gift to someone. You have to give, or why you gave that, what the occasion, and like this one. 39. Talk about your favorite game. So you should have to prepare about that all type of cue card. Like you can practice with on self. Like you started to talk about your favorite game, like which game you like most, why you liked. Just started to ask yourself like why you like that, which type of game you like that, and why you prefer to do that like that. Is that's type of. Okay, next one, 40. 40 is describe. Describe. Describe a leisure activity you like doing. So leisure activity, like free time you want to do something. Next one, 41. Talk about an experience when you're losing something. experience. So like when you losing something, you feel like very sad from heart, like this one, okay, because you are very kind hearted. Describe a time when you lying to your friend. So I think in my life, most of time I just lie to my friends when I'm unable to reach on the time. So I just say them that, oh, I am on the way, just wait for me, I will be reaching 1 or 2 minutes, 5 minutes, like that. Okay, 43. Talk about when you're meeting someone for the first time. Okay, so like you met with some special person. It can be your fiance, it can be like your first time, it can be like your teachers, whatever. Next one, 44. Describe a person who travels by a plane a lot, like a famous person you know very well, and your parents and your friends. That's use a lot of traveling by plane. 45. Talk about your person who is good at his her job. Okay, next one, we just started to move speedily because there are a lot of cue cards. 46. Describe a place full of colors. Okay, this one is the best cue card, and I can say that it can be repeat because a few day, or I can say in previous month, my friend gave that exam and she received that cue card. Describe a place full of colors. Okay, next one, describe a school which you went to. Okay, next one, 48. Talk about a night when you could not sleep, stay awake. 49. Describe your favorite toy in your childhood. 50. Describe a good law in your country. 51. Talk about your favorite place for shopping. 52. Talk about a place where you would like to study. It can be a calm place where you want to go for study, and you also avoided crowded place when you want to study. 53. Talk about your thing you complain about something. It's repeated question, avoid this. 54. Talk about a beautiful city. It can be any, like if I talk about Haryana, so I think I prefer Rohtak, a beautiful city. So you can talk about your city. Okay, 55. Talk about a skill that takes a long time to learn. So a skill is a new skill, like you want to learn something new and it's take too long time to learn, so you can talk about like. 56. Describe something that is made with your hand for your friend. It can be a greeting card, it can be something like handmade thing, like with some home materials. Just wait. Okay, 58. Okay, 57. Talk about the happiest situation in your life. Happiest situation when it come. Okay, in my life, it will come when I go achieve my goal. Okay, and is it not necessary that it come only when, so you can talk about any situation when you feel happy. Next one, 58. Describe a time when you search for information from the internet. So yeah, you can describe that you search for Ielts regarding information on internet. 59. Describe a time when someone gave you something you really wanted. Okay, next one, 60. Talk about a recent activity that made you happy. You can talk about like you watch a movie and you feel very happy, you celebrate your birthday, like you go for a picnic, like that. Describe something that helps you in concentration. 61. Okay, so what kind of thing you feel that make you more concentration? In my life, I think a coffee make me feel like in more concentration, and a study music also help me to concentrate more. Okay, then next in 62, describe a time when you had to change your plan. You can describe anything regarding this one. 63. Describe a memorable story told by someone. Oh, memorable story can be related to your family also. Family riots type, like someone go for in any type of like Kargil youth, like that. Okay, 64. Something you did to help others. Okay, you did to help others, like you have did something for others and that also make happy, like that one. 65, talk about an exciting book you read. You want to read book. It can be a comic book, it can be a sports type book, it can be a magazine, like that. Talk about 66, talk about a situation where you had to be polite. So you have to talk about a situation in which you have to keep quiet. Okay. 67, describe a time when you were cheated. You can describe any time in your life when you feel that you are cheated with someone, that you were cheated with someone. 68, talk about an old person you met. You can describe an old person. It can be your grandmother, it can be your granddaddy, it can be your grand relatives, like that. 69, describe a country in which you would like to work for a short time. A country, like you want to go for abroad. Why you want to go abroad? For work or for study? For a short time, like you don't want to PR of that country. So 70, describe a recent news you hear recently. So it can be for like you can talk about weather, you can talk about economic problems, like that. Okay. So 71, talk about a public facility that improve local life quality. Okay. 72, describe a time when you found something someone lost. You found something someone lost. You can describe like any your family relatives lost in any type of fair, any type of crowded place. 73, describe a time when you got up extremely early. So it is also repeated question, so just try to speak with ourselves. Okay. Next one, 74, talk about a time when you give advice to someone. Okay, that also repeated. 75, talk about your foreign language you want to learn. It can be any type foreign language, British language, and I can say for French language, and like Turkish language, that types of. Okay. 76, talk about your TV program that made you laugh a lot. So which type of TV program you feel like you laugh a lot for? Like it can be a comedy program. I think I will go with the sub, because there are a lot of shows in that channel, and that help me to laugh a lot. So I will talk about that. So these are the cue cards for you, and I think you all understand. And if you go through this all cue card, then definitely you will score higher in your IELTS. All the best for your IELTS test, and please keep liking my video and subscribe my channel if you like my teaching style for this one.